Hope you had a great weekend. Matt Noyes, 1 Degree Outside Weather Network at onedegreeoutside.com. Danielle, the kids, and I got out to the Santa Parade in Haverhill, an annual tradition. It was great. Thanks to Haverhill, thanks to the VFW for hosting that parade every year. And you know what? Now we're sliding into what's going to be a quiet but cold evening. We get down to about the freezing mark. Some of us below that. We do it with a clear sky. The breeze that's still out there, still nippy, absolutely, but that's going to die down slowly as you go through the overnight. You can see your overnight low temperatures, fine, whatever's closest to you, but most of us, again, within a few degrees, about 30 or so overnight. Tomorrow's not bad. It's going to be a blend of sun and clouds. You're good to go. You've got temperatures running about 50 in southern New England, about 40 in northern New England. Now, some of us don't get out of the 30s in the North Country, and that's why on Tuesday morning when the next disturbance comes in, the North Country will find a bit of an icy mix in the early going on Tuesday. You can see tomorrow's map looks just fine, but on Tuesday we'll stop things about 7 a.m. The pink is where we have a mix with ice, both sleet pellets, a little freezing rain. That will eventually go to rain, but not first thing, and that's Northeast Kingdom, that's northern New Hampshire, even maybe the Mount Washington Valley points northward into the mountains of Maine for a bit. Northern Maine's going to snow for a little while later Tuesday morning into the midday Tuesday. Notice that change to rain happening for many in the rest of northern New England by midday Tuesday, with a timestamp in the upper left here. And then for the rest of us, we're likely going to find just rain showers that slide on through, done by the latter part of Tuesday. Drier air comes in on Wednesday, but it's really important because it's going to be cool, dry air. It's not a big, solid chunk of cold, which is why Thursday, we don't think when the next storm comes in for Thanksgiving Day that the cold holds for everybody. By the way, I wanted to stop this on the day before Thanksgiving. A lot of you have travel plans. Really, the biggest travel trouble spot in the country is going to be Denver and out across the Rocky Mountains. That's where the energy that comes in here on Thanksgiving Day will be located. So it all develops very quickly as we get into Wednesday night. It takes place as rain coming in across the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. And here's Thanksgiving Day. We're thinking somewhere around mid-morning to midday, the first of the showers would begin. It is likely that the cold air is too shallow to cause much snow in a lot of southern New England. But as you can see here, the northern Worcester Hills, the Berkshires, you stand the best chance of holding on to the cold longest and getting some snow on the front side of the storm as we get into Thanksgiving Day. The farther north you go into the mountains, there is the potential, and it is not locked in, there is the potential to be a good base building snow in the ski areas and for snowmobile country, because it would be a wet snow and a decent amount of it if it comes together the way it's looking. I will caution you, though, there is definitely still some uncertainty on the exact storm track, on the rain snow line, because the cold is so shallow. If this thing organizes better, you may find that rain snow line recoiling farther to the north. If it's less organized, I'm not sure that that means you'd get more snow in southern New England. In fact, it still looks like the cold would be quite shallow. So that's probably not going to happen for a lot of southern New England, again, except for the hilly spots that we talked about. So that's what we're watching. Insights tomorrow, when we put that out, is going to have a focus on the national map for travel and a deeper dive into what we think is really going to happen with this thing as we get into Thursday. We'll be a day closer, have a little bit more information with it. In terms of school the next few days, if the kids have it, some of them do, some of them don't. Bottom line is Wednesday's probably the coldest feeling day, running in the 30s, but Tuesday is definitely the wettest day with the showers around in the morning and the midday. Here's the extended forecast, 14-day. We can tell you that whatever comes through here from, let's say, mid-morning, midday startup on Thursday will last through Thursday night, but there's only a 20% chance it lingers Friday, except maybe in some of the mountains of northern New England. And then by the time we get into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, fairly quiet. But look at that temperature. Wow. New England average high temperature running in the 30s. So there's some wintry air. And when the next disturbances come calling at the end of next week, meaning about the 5th through 8th of December, any of those have a chance of bringing snow or rain. So more and more to watch, and that means plenty to tell you about in Insights tomorrow, as well as pattern predictions, that 14-day outlook that we do every Monday. I'll have that for you as well. But this at least gives you the overview as we head into the new week. Hope you have a great rest of the night. We'll see you tomorrow at onedegreeoutside.com and on our free app, Noyes' 1 Degree Outside Weather.